All right. Hello, I'm so happy to be here with you guys to talk about the amazing new ShotBox. My name is Allie Dosdell, and I work for We Are Member Keepers as their spokesperson, I guess you could say. I do their social media marketing, and I teach classes and events and workshops for them. So I am thrilled to bring you information and demonstrations about the ShotBox. We are so happy to partner with Michael's to bring this incredible product to you guys as crafters and creators and content creators and small business owners. This is an invaluable tool. So I'm really excited to share this with you. It's gonna totally change how you do your business. All right, so we're first of all going to talk about what comes with the main kit. This is the ShotBox Main Kit that you'll find at Michael's stores. This has the portable photo studio. It's got built-in lighting. It's got a dimmer on-off switch. It comes with a power cord, of course, as well. You also get 2 infinity backdrops, which are these backdrops that cover the whole back and bottom, black and white. And it also comes with a storage bag and glare shields. So that's what comes with that. There are several accessories that you can purchase in addition to that to kind of enhance your photography. 2 other infinity backdrops are sold separately. There's a green one and a gray one, and the green one can act as a green screen, which is really cool. So if you want to add a digital background later, you can use that. It also, you can purchase separately the Sideshot. That helps just to hold your camera in place if you want to have your hands free for demo videos or whatever you want to do that way. It also comes with a neoprene storage bag. It's quite an amazing bag. It fits everything. It fits all of these accessories, so it's really handy to have. And then there are several different backgrounds that you can purchase. These are 13 3/8 by 13 3/8, and these are the photo real ones. Some very cool images there, and then just some plain colored ones that offer a lot of beautiful colors. So with that said, I'm going to move these boxes out of the way so that we can dig into some photography with the ShotBox. All right, and this storage bag, as I said, is neoprene, so it's totally waterproof, and so it'll be safe for all of your equipment and keep it safe. So we're going to just open up and kind of start showing you how we can pull these things out. This is the main compartment where your ShotBox photo studio will be. So we'll set that down. And then all of the backdrops, or sorry, the backgrounds are back here. So we're going to pull those out. This is the storage bag that comes with the original kit. So you've got all the same pockets as well. It's kind of a more lightweight bag. So we're going to put that to the side. And then in the front here, these pockets are for your power cords, which is great. These will hold your infinity backdrops. I've got all 4 of them in here. And those fit great there. And then your side shot fits right here. So everything has a place and is kept safe.
Hey, Allie,
awesome bag. Yeah.
When everything's in the bag, about how much does it weigh?
Ooh, that is a good question. It's really not super heavy. I mean, it's something that I would be comfortable. I don't know exact pounds, but it's something that I would be totally comfortable carrying around if I wanted to be photographing on the go or creating on the go. So, and then the bag is also it's padded, and it has this shoulder strap that's nicely padded. So it's very comfortable, and you can also hold these handles. So not something that I'd feel uncomfortable carrying around. I'd feel very comfortable carrying it around. Good question. All right, so for now, we're going to put a few of these things to the side and just work with the basic ShotBox. So let me show you. This is my favorite part, you guys. How easy it is to set this up. It's quite amazing. Okay, take a look. Watch. Boom, done. And then we have these little stabilizers here on the side that just pull up and snap into place, and you're done. You're ready to photograph, right? Isn't that crazy? All right, so on the back here, you'll see there's some, I don't know if you can see that, but you've got your power outlets right here for various things. So I'm gonna plug this into the power cord that I already have plugged into my outlet. And Okay, so let me show you the dimmer. This is your dimmer. So I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to show you how you can, okay, can you see that? So you can go all the way up, you know, and you can photograph different strengths of lighting. In addition, over here, there's a switch, so you can switch your lighting from one side to the other if you want to get like kind of a more shadow effect, or if you're getting some glare, that gives you some options to adjust as well. So that's really cool. All right, so I'm going to lower my lights so you guys can see better inside the ShotBox, hopefully, while we photograph some items. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a flat lay, which is coming from the top. So I'm going to grab, let's see, one of the backgrounds and place that inside. I'm going to go for green because I'm going to show you how to photograph artwork. So one of my favorite ways to use this is to photograph my kids' artwork. Pardon me while I lean over. So this is a painting that my daughter did in 3rd grade, right? And so what we've decided is we can either keep like boxes and boxes of artwork, or we can photograph it and keep it digitally so that we can still look at it, enjoy it, but we don't have to use that storage space in our home, right? So this is one of her pieces. So I'm going to place that inside and just kind of center it on that background there. And then I'm going to grab my cell phone. And this works with either cell phone cameras or digital cameras, so you can use either one. So if we can go ahead and switch to the overhead view so you guys can see the top of the ShotBox, then I'll show you how to photograph. So you just need to be aware of where your camera is. Place that on the top. There's all these holes there, so you can see. And then here is one important tip. So when you're working with a cell phone specifically, zooming in will decrease the pixels, the resolution of the image. So I recommend photographing the full photograph and then going back in and cropping however you want to, because that way your image will be better. It won't be grainy, it'll be a better resolution. So you're just gonna make sure that everything's kind of centered there, and then just take that picture. And Madeline, if you can pop up image 1A, you'll see the results of that photograph. So you can see how clear and sharp your images will be if you're photographing artwork, if you're photographing projects that you've made, if you're photographing awards from school or family history, you know, maybe a handwritten letter from your grandma. You can photograph and save those digitally. Maybe there's a black and white photo that you only have one copy of. So you can digitize it this way and keep it safe forever as a digital copy. So here's another project. Let's pull that out. And I'm going to change the background, and I'm going to put in a scrapbook page that I made, a Halloween scrapbook page. So we're going to go with the orange background, of course, for Halloween. So many paper crafters and other crafters like to share their projects online or digitally. So this is a great way to do that. Or what I've done over the years is I have photographed my scrapbook pages for years because I have known friends who have had unfortunate, horrible tragedies happen, like a fire or a flood, and they've lost their scrapbook pages. So what I do is I take digital images of them so that I can preserve them. So I have, you know, more than just a hard copy of it. So Madeline, if you can pop up image 1B so we can see the results of taking that photograph of the scrapbook page, you'll see how clear and crisp and the beautiful colors and the resolution that you get from taking your photographs with this lighting. Look at that. That's beautiful, crisp, clear. You can see all the details. So that memory is preserved. I don't have to worry about, God forbid, if something happens, you know, in my home. I have my beautiful creations preserved and ready for to be kept somewhere safe digitally. All right, so let's go back to our front on shot, and we're going to work with a different angle this time. So let me see, what am I gonna put down? Let me peek at my notes. Okay, what a marvel. All right, so let me show you a couple of the other backgrounds. These are the photo reel backgrounds that we're gonna work with. instead of the colored ones, the solid ones. So when we're going to do food crafting. So when you're, let's say you're a cookie baker, or you make pastries or cakes or whatever you'd like to cook, this is a great way to photograph those items, whether you're going to share them as content on a blog or on social media, or whether you're going to, you sell locally or whatever. So we have some great photo reel backgrounds that really lend themselves well to food photography and styling. So I'm putting in a marble on the background, and then I'm putting in this nice, it looks like a wood counter on the bottom, okay? And you're probably not gonna be able to see that until we actually show you the shot, but that will come in just a minute. You know what, actually, cake, oh yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, great, just wanted to make sure I was putting in the right backgrounds. Okay, so I've got a cake here. This is strawberry cake, layered cake. So we're gonna photograph that. And so I'm going to place that in the shot box and kind of put it in the center. And with this, I wanted to show you several options, because as you're taking photographs of your items, let me try turning the lights on and see if that helps you to see better. Is that better? I think so. Would that work? Are you guys good with that? Okay, yes, I'm getting yeses. All right, much better. Okay, let's keep the lights on. All right, so as you're photographing, you want to be mindful of a couple of different things. You want to be mindful of perspective. So if you're moving your object closer towards you, you're going to get a little bit more of a blurred background. If you're moving the object closer to the background, you're going to get less of blurred background. And some of that's going to depend on the size of the item. If it's a larger item, you're going to want to push it towards the back so you have the most background possible. If it's a smaller item, you can pull it forward so you can get a nice softer little bit of a blur in the background. But for this one, I'm going to place it all the way back because it's kind of a larger item. And what I wanted to show you is the different angles and how that makes a difference in your photography for your business or for if you're a content creator. So if you're going to so one option is to take what I like to call a 45-degree angle shot. So you can come in and come at the item with a 45-degree angle. So I'm going to take a picture there, and Madeline's going to pop up image 2A. So you can see that 45-degree angle and how you're really kind of getting more of the top of the item, and how you that's the perspective you're getting. So, and that's going to depend on the item. Maybe the focal point is on the top and you want to kind of feature that. So that's one way to go. So let's go back to the front on shot. And I'm going to move the camera from a 45-degree angle to I don't know what angle this is, but this is sort of like a medium angle. So this is going to give you a little more of the sides. Take that picture there, and Madeline's going to pop up image 2B. So we can see kind of a medium angle. So you get both the top and the sides, and you can see how that changes the perspective. And again, it's all depending on what you want to feature in your image. So let's go back to the front shot, and then I'm going to show you a straight on shot, pretty much straight on. You're going to get down and you're going to get level, pretty much level with the item you're photographing. And we're going to take a shot. All right, and Madeline's going to pop up image 2C, so you guys can see kind of a pretty much a straight on shot. So again, changes your perspective. The focus is now more the layers on the cake, right? And it's instead of the top, but you can still kind of see the top. So keep that in mind, and that, the front of this gives you that freedom. The front of the shot box gives you that freedom to go at different angles, depending on what you want to feature in your photography, in your image that you're photographing. So, all right. So we did do I did see a comment. We did do a top view before, and I unfortunately didn't take a top view of this cake because the idea with a cake is to see more than just the top of the cake. But you could do a top view if you want to do that and include that as well. But that would be easy to do just with the holes on the top. So, all right, let's see if I covered everything I wanted to cover with that. Okay, so this is the front on, no side shot. So I'm going to pull these out and put this away. And you better believe we are going to be having this for dessert tonight. All right. So let me get these out. And again, there's a lot of really awesome photo reel backgrounds that will give you different looks, you know, depending on your brand and what you're photographing, that'll give you all kinds of different looks and feels. So what we're going to do now is we're going to photograph some handmade jewelry, and I'm going to use one of the infinity backdrops so I can show you how that is installed. Now these are made of really durable faux leather fabric. If they come out with any wrinkles or imperfections, we recommend just lightly ironing over the back with a thin cloth, like a, you know, a pillowcase or something over the back, just to smooth it out so you get a nice smooth look. But these are going to last you for a long time. They're really sturdy. So you're just going to slide these little pieces inside, and they hook on to some hooks in the back to hold your infinity backdrop in place. And then I like to kind of slide it in until the end of this lines up with the end of the bottom of the box. And that gives you a continuous solid color, solid background to work with, which is great for a lot of different kinds of photography. So we're going to do, so yesterday I had the chance to do a mold press class through Michael's, and this is one of the necklaces we made. So if you are familiar with the mold press or aren't, go check it out. It's on their YouTube channel, and we made cement necklaces. It was kind of cool, and some other things. So I'm going to place this in, again, going kind of closer to the back based on the size of the item. Now I'm going to grab the side shot and show you how handy this guy is. So it comes with this power cord that you just plug into the back of the box. So I'm gonna just see if I can find that little hole back there without looking. There it is. All right. Plug that in, and then the side shot has a USB port back here on the back that just plugs in there. In addition, there is a USB port on the back of the ShotBox. So if you want to be charging your device while you're, you know, using it, you can do that. All right, so we're gonna open up the side shot, and I wanna show you how this attaches to the box. So you're gonna work with this center hole right here, and there's this little lip here on the side shot that you're just gonna place down underneath, and then it's in place. All right, so let's go back to our front shot so you can see how the side shot works. Thank you for switching cameras for us. Perfect. So this is, you know, you can move this angle. So depending on how we talked about earlier, if you want a 45-degree, kind of a medium or low angle, so you can do that. And then you just, once you get your desired angle, you just twist that screw there and tighten that up, and it'll stay in place. Now, if you're photographing with a tablet, which you totally can do, I love that it's got these side arms that you can pull out, so you can place your tablet on there and it stays safe and it won't fall off. So that's a good thing. All right, so, and we've got this hole down here. This is where our camera is gonna go. And by the way, if you're shooting with a digital camera, you can also shoot from the top. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, I can't remember, but the holes up there on the top are large enough that you can shoot with a camera into the ShotBox as well with a digital camera. So if you'd like to use a DSLR, you can totally do that. All right, so what I'm gonna do is place my phone so that my camera is going right to that hole. All right, and now I can see that I need to change my angle. I'll try not to cover that up so you can kind of see. Need to lower that a little bit. There we go. Now again, I'm gonna take the image. I don't know if you can see what's on my phone, but you can see the sides of the ShotBox. And that's okay, because when you take this image, you can go back in and crop. But if you pinch and zoom in ahead of time, you're losing quality. So just keep that in mind. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the photo, and Madeline is gonna pop up 3A so we can see how that looks. Look how beautiful that is. Look how crisp and clear. The lighting is totally even, perfectly centered, so you can see the beauty of the necklace. You can see, so that, that's a kind of photo that you can be proud to put up on your website, or that you can be proud to share online, or whatever you want to do. So pretty awesome. All right, so let's move on to a video. So hands-on, hands-free videos, right? So let's say you wanted to maybe put your hand in the shot and move that necklace a little bit so you can see the shimmer, right? If you wanted to do that, you need your hands free. So the Sideshot's perfect for that. Or maybe in addition to content creation, you're wanting to teach how to create content, how to create, how to style photos, how to take videos. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to use your hands free. So we're going to put the phone back. I'm going to grab a couple of props that we're going to add in. We're going to pull this out of the shot. Actually, before we do that, I want to zoom in. Now, in this case with a video, I'm going to switch over to video. You're going to get a tighter shot with your video, right? So you don't need to worry about the cropping. Let me scoot that over a little bit. All right. So let me pull this out, and I'm just going to take a quick video and show you like how you can show. This might even be great if you guys are on Instagram. The Instagram Reels are kind of new. So what you can do is create like a 15-second reel, one of those new things, and that's a great way to get views and, you know, kind of pick up your numbers on Instagram. So we're going to do a quick reel about styling a shot. So video, I'm going to hit go, and then I'm just going to slide these in. I'm going to place this over this direction. Add some pumpkins for fall. This is a great fall piece. And then place that right there. And there's my reel. Now Madeline's going to pop up our video from 3B so that you can see how that turns out. And this is a great, like I said, a great reel for Instagram. So you can see how, like maybe you want to share, hey, I've got a photo styling class, you know, or, you know, so you can give them just a little preview of what they're going to learn. So anyway, there you go. That's the idea. So your video is hands-free if you use the Sideshot, which is really helpful. So I did see some comments about the sides of the Sideshot. And I just wanted to bring up a couple of answers about that. So the sides of the Sideshot are angled for a few different reasons. And the main reason is because when you have those angles, you get better reflection of the light. So the lights that are coming down from the top have more places to bounce off of and reflect off of. So the lighting is more even inside the ShotBox. So that's a good question. There's your answer. There's a few other reasons that makes it easier to open and close, but the main reason is getting those angles increases the the evenness of the light. So, all right. So the inside of the box is 14¼ by 15 by 15. So if you're a scrapbooker, you can place a 12 by 12 scrapbook page in there. You know, you can even get your hands in there, you know, and kind of work with things on your scrapbook page or, you know, with other items or whatever. But that's just so you know. All right. So let's see. Let me look at my notes and make sure I covered everything for this shot. Shot 3. Okay, I think I did. All right, so let's move on. We're going to do one more shot. And this time we're going to do a process video, or actually it's going to be like a flip through video. So one thing that's really popular right now on social media is to do a process video that's, you know, kind of sped up and it's just hands, and maybe you add your steps in with a text overlay or something like that. But customers really like to see just kind of quick little bites. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise this side shot up so that I can do another flat lay, but this time it's going to be a process video. Tighten that up. All right. So now if you notice, there are lights on the side shot as well. So you're getting the lighting out here as well. Plus you're getting lighting reflected from inside the box. Now you'll notice I removed the infinity backdrop. I've got, so this, I forgot to mention, this bottom piece comes with, it's a stabilizer, comes with the ShotBox with the original kit. It's got a black side, oh, there we go, black side and a white side. In this case, I'm going to use the white side because I want to reflect as much light as possible out of the box. So let me grab the background I'm going to use. Another photo reel. If you can't tell, the photo reels are my favorite. So I'm going to place that right there. I'm going to place my phone up here and move that down just a tad. Oops, too far. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, in this case, I am going to just zoom in a tad so that I can get just the right shot. Now, if you have video editing software that you can crop your video in, you can go ahead and crop it that way. And I would recommend doing that if you have that capability. If not, you know, just a teeny bit of a zoom in is going to be fine. So I'm going to place my project right, let's see, should I move my camera just a tad so you, or can you guys see that well enough? One sec, I'll just pull my camera forward a teeny bit. Sorry for the jiggle. Okay, there we go. So hopefully you can see that. All right, so this is a little mini album. I'm a paper crafter at heart. I'd like to do lots of other stuff, but kind of paper crafting is my very favorite. So this is a mini album that I created. And I want, let's say I want to make a flip through video of my process. Maybe here, I'm going to pull this sticker off so that we can kind of at least do one little bit of finishing up the album, and then I'll show it. So let me straighten that. All right, so I'm going to hit play, or sorry, record, pop that little sticker on. And then I'm going to just flip through. Oh, you know, I didn't mention before, guys. Hold on, give me a second. Let me start over. All right, so forgot to mention washi tape. This will be your best friend for holding that background down. So I'm going to washi tape the background in place out of the shot so that it doesn't move while I'm working with it. All right, so let's start that again. All right, I'm going to place this in the shot. Center that. Okay, and record. Now hands in, cute little sticker. And then I'm going to just show off my dog. This is my Daisy dog. She's a little Yorkie. She was kind of a stinker yesterday and misbehaved while I was teaching my class, but we still love her. So anyway, so you can see. All right. Let's end that there. And Madeline's going to pop up the video from shot 4. So you can see what that looks like. Now, I did go ahead and speed that up in my iMovie app, just so that it goes a little faster. So it could be like a 15-second reel again, or just a quick Insta story. All right. All right. So yes, I think someone asked if that was upside down. I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to, but my phone is upside down. When you shoot a video or an image upside down completely, and at least in some smartphones, it'll automatically flip it, or you have the option in editing to flip it. So just so you know. So let me make sure I went over everything for shot 4. Okay, so some other applications for doing these process videos, I just jotted down a few. If you like to draw or sketch and you want to demonstrate how to draw or sketch something, if you like to paint or watercolor, this is a great way to do a process video. If you like to do jewelry making, again, show how to do that using this setup. Maybe crochet, stamping, card making, cookie decorating. So there's a lot of different options for doing like a hands-on process video, hands-free, I should say, process video. And again, you really get that nice, even, really bright, clear lighting, so you can see really well what you're doing. So I'm I think that's pretty much all I wanted to go over. If you guys have questions, I'm happy to answer questions. My marketing specialist from We Are Memory Keepers is going to kind of field some of those, and she's been answering on chat the whole time. But if you guys have questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Perfect. Thanks, Allie.
Hey.
People are wondering about the lights.
Mm-hmm.
Will those require replacement after a certain time? Have you had any issues with the lights? How have those been?
Okay, good question. That's a great question. So these lights have 50,000 hours in them. So I have not had any problems or any issues. That should last you probably, I mean, I think your plastic is going to have problems before your lights are going to have problems. Honestly, that's going to last you for a good long time. You will not need to replace those. They are LED lights, and they're 5,000 K, so you're getting like as close to sunlight, you know, as real sunlight as you can. So good question. Any other questions?
The side shot, does it have light on the side shot as well?
It does. Yep. Yeah, same lighting, LED light bar, so you can see the lighting, you know, the lights are up there. They're just, you know, 2 strips that run right there. So you're getting the exact same color, the exact same temperature, so that when that extends out, or when you have it on the front, you're getting that lighting from the side shot as well. Good question.
Perfect. There have been some questions about shadows. Is that something that can be fixed in the ShotBox or in editing later?
So you can do both. You can do both. In the ShotBox, there are, for example, the side shot can help with that because you're getting lighting from the front. So that can help with shadows. You can also try reflectors like outside of the box. If you, sometimes I'll use like just a white foam core board, and I'll put those kind of at angles, you know, lean them up against the board outside, and that kind of helps with shadows. You can also, there's a lot of apps out there that can help you fix shadows. One of my favorites is Lightroom, and that has a shadow fixer as well. So there's a lot of different options for helping with that.
Would you say those same tips go for anything that is glossy or would have a glare, or is that something that should be fixed later in editing?
Yeah, so that's a good question. Things that are like glossy that will have a glare, that's really where this is helpful. The switcher over here, so you can kind of switch up which direction your lighting is coming from, and that will definitely help. Also, when you stage your photo, there are ways that you can prop that item, you know, and kind of angle it so that you get rid of the glare. So there are a lot of ways that you can do that. Honestly, glare you cannot fix in post photo like with an app or you know, whatever. That's, I mean, I'm sure if you're a Photoshop expert, you can probably figure out a way to do that, but it's pretty complicated. So glare really needs to be fixed beforehand. So, and there's a couple options for that. Mostly it's kind of the angle of where the lighting is coming from. So good question.
One more question. Can the side shot be used in landscape mode, or is it only portrait?
You can also use it in landscape mode as well. So I mean, you can do square, landscape, you know, any one. So just, and again, it depends on the item you're photographing. You know, if you have something that's kind of more long and horizontal, go for the landscape. You know, if you have something that's more tall, go for the portrait. So yeah, other questions?
That's about all that we have right now.
Okay, cool. All right. So thanks so much, you guys. I know that at least from our end on our social media, the ShotBox videos and the images and the announcements that we've done so far have gone viral. So this is a really popular, we've had content creators coming to us and asking if they can partner with us to promote this. Our design team members can't wait to get their hands on it, and you know, they're excited to kind of improve their own photography for our purposes. So this is a great handy tool, worth every penny. You'll use it over and over again for all kinds of things. Again, even if it's just archiving, if it's a small business, or if you're a content creator, or you just like to share your projects online with your friends. So handy. So thanks so much, you guys. Keep an eye on our social media for announcements and for more information. And again, available at Michael stores and online. So thanks for joining me. Happy crafting, guys, and we'll see you next time.